What's happening, everybody? It's Thursday night football, October the 30th. It's Halloween Eve. I'm Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays. We're going to do a little player prop drop just like we always do with your man, Sniper West. Sniper West, you are 13-7 through all your picks on this show. You are crushing it. We had a plus 160 double quarterback prop in there also. You're making our viewers money, and we all appreciate and making me money too because I take your picks. And we all appreciate it. How you feeling to be back today, friend?
Well, I love it. Thursday nights have become a lot more eventful for me since I have all these props and people actually listen to them and they bet them and then I bet them too. So my Thursday nights have become much more entertaining thanks to being on the show with you.
Well, you're welcome. Money making Thursdays. All right. I love that. So this Thursday night, we got a matchup just like we always do. We are looking at the Ravens at the Dolphins. I can't say it's the most exciting matchup there ever was, but we do have Lamar back. He played last week. We got some things going on here. You've got 4 player props for us. And I know you always like to start out the show with your play on the total. So as it lies now, we've got the Ravens minus 7.5 on the road at the Dolphins and the totals at 50.5. What are we looking at here for our first play?
Yeah, I think one of the reasons that I've been successful here with the props on the show is because I simply take a look at the game and I look at the total. I make a determination on whether I like the over or the under. And then I typically just kind of tailor or correlate the props in order with what I think is going to happen with the total, which is what I am doing here again. So
beautiful.
The total is 50.5 here. Both teams only have 2 wins. Baltimore is 2-5 against the spread. Both teams are 6-1 to the over this year. Obviously, the Ravens, they're off that big win over the Bears. Lamar did not play. They had Tyler Huntley in for that game. Miami had a really big win over the Falcons, a much needed win because they had not been playing well. It's do or die for both teams here. Remember, too, obviously Lamar is playing, as you mentioned, he is from South Florida, too. So he's playing in front of a lot of friends and family here.
That's right.
And remember, too, before he got hurt, the Ravens offense, it was clicking. If you remember week 1, they played the Bills, and I think it was like 80 points between both teams were scored, or I think it was 40-37 Bills or something like that. So the Ravens offense can move the ball here, right? The Ravens defense has not been very good all season long. Last year, they actually played, or last week, they played well versus the Bears. They only gave up 16 points versus the Bears, but they are suspect here. I like the over. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Keep in mind this opened at 48.5. It's all the way up at 50.5 and even 51 at some shops, so it's going over. I don't think it's high enough. I think both these defenses stink, and I think Tua is on the comeback, and I think Lamar is going to have a pretty good game here. So give me the over 50.5 in this game.
All right, over we go. I like it a lot. Okay, so now let's talk about the Dolphins. They've got a wide receiver, Jalen Waddle. You've got 2 plays on old Jalen Waddle. Let me hear them. What are we doing?
Yeah, so this is going to be a 2-for-1, right? I'm going to double dip, as they say. So remember Tua, he found success last week. He had a really good game. He did find Waddle for a 43-yard touchdown pass last week. Also, remember, Tyreek Hill is out for the year. He was their number 1. Waddle was their number 2. But to be honest with you, Waddle would maybe be a number 1 receiver on a lot of teams in the NFL. He had 99 yards receiving last week versus the Falcons in that game. And this Ravens secondary, as I mentioned before, their defense is suspect. I like Waddle to have a good game here. I think he is going to go over 63.5 receiving yards. Okay. You can find that at FanDuel minus 114 odds. For some reason, that's what they list their odds, all these player props at minus 114.
Because they're greedy. They want more juice. They're greedy.
They do. They charge you an extra 4 cents on the way out. But I also like Jalen Waddle anytime touchdown, right? And that's plus 145, the plus money honey special, right? He scored last week. He just I just gave you my reasoning why I think he's going to do well. But here's the deal. He's a burner. He's got a lot of speed. He can get us both these plays, Allie, in 1 reception. Right, he's just got a lot of speed. You find him in the open in the field, and he can take off running. He's got jets, so it's going to be anytime touchdown. Jalen Waddle plus 145, and Jalen Waddle over 63.5 receiving yards. That's minus 114. Please do not parlay these together. I don't even know if FanDuel will let you do that, to be honest with you, because it's too correlated.
Right.
But these are 2 straight plays. So right now we're sitting at over 50.5 for the game. Jalen Waddle over 63.5 receiving yards. Jalen Waddle anytime touchdown plus 145.
All right, so then we've got two more on the other side of the ball. We're looking at the Ravens now. Derrick Henry, big name. I know you know him. Tell me what he's going to do. He's a running back for the Ravens. And running the position they play is very important for all of you out there, because if you're trying to take a player prop and you're not very good at doing it yet, or you haven't done it yet, you need the guy's name, you need his position. It's kind of important when you're finding them to place the wager. So Derrick Henry, running back, what's he going to do?
Well, when you use that term running back, you use it very loosely because Derrick Henry probably could be a linebacker or maybe even a defensive lineman, right? The guy's just a beast. He's probably bigger than all the linebackers on my list. He's just a big dude. I think he's going to have a really good game here. The Dolphins, they give up 145 yards on the ground. He only had 70 yards last week versus the Bears, but the week before that, they played the Rams and he went for 120. I think they're going to get him involved. And I think he has a great game here. So King Henry, we are going to go over 89.5 rushing yards. Once again, that's minus 114 at FanDuel.
Okay, so last one for the round. The man, the myth, the legend. We're talking Lamar Jackson here, the quarterback for the Ravens. He is back. He is in action. And what's he going to do in this game?
Well, I'll give you plus 160 with the dual quarterback prop. I might as well do it again. So we're going to go plus 160. Once again, the plus money honey special.
Yes.
On Lamar Jackson, anytime touchdown. Okay. Now, this is not a passing touchdown. Okay. He has to either catch a pass, maybe from like a running back or wide receiver and score, or he has to rush, like
run it in.
The ball in the end zone, right? A passing touchdown will not count. Okay. So this is plus 160. Number one, hopefully he plays. He's like every article I read, they say he's going to play. So hopefully he does. Number two, hopefully he plays well. Number three, hopefully he gets loose because he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the NFL when he gets in the open field. I get that John Harbaugh does not want his star quarterback, who is just off, the injured list, to go running down the field with the football. Probably not a great idea. But here's the deal. These quarterbacks can't help themselves. He's just gifted with that gift of speed. He's got wheels. Right. If he sees an open hole, he's going to take off. Also, too, the Ravens they've had some trouble at the goal line. Even though they have Derrick Henry, and you'd think you just give it to Derrick Henry and boom, he's in the end zone. Yeah. They've had trouble. Their offensive line has had trouble at the 1 and at the 2 yard line getting in the end zone for the past couple of weeks now. Well, maybe not versus the Bears, but definitely against the Rams. I watched that whole Rams game, and man, they could not get the ball in the end zone for the life of them. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some sort of gadget play here, like maybe he goes back, maybe a quarterback option or something. Maybe he just rolls out and takes it on a bootleg and runs in. But, I mean, he's the kind of guy, he can be 15 yards out and still find a hole and score a TD, right? He's got a lot of speed and a lot of wheels. So, plus 160, I think it's worth a flyer. Give me Lamar Jackson anytime touchdown.
I like that. And you mentioned earlier that it's not like either team has like a great deep. The Dolphins don't have the greatest defense, so it's not the hardest thing in the world for him to get in. And yeah, even though your coach might not want you to run, these are athletes. They're it's instinctual for them. All he's thinking in that moment is score the ball, make 6 points, right? And if that's how he's got to do it, I absolutely know that Lamar will run it in if he's got the chance to. All right, everybody, over at picksandparlays.net, we do have a Weekend Warrior promo going on right now. Pick any one of your favorite handicappers on the site for $49. You get all of their Saturday and Sunday plays in all sports, not just football, right? Isn't it all sports, or is it just football? Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. We'll wait. Find out. Head over to the site and you'll figure it out. But it's all the plays Saturday and Sunday, and then also Monday night as a bonus. Wes, I know you're a big volume bettor, so you've got lots of plays for the people. Tell them what you're up to over at the site.
Well, yeah, I'm all over the leaderboard. It's gone quite well over the past 2 weeks. Last 3 days, I'm 11-4. Last 30 days, I'm 95-68, which is 58%. That's good for $2,000 to the good for $100 bettors. That's in all sports, and I do pretty much everything. I do NBA. You want to hear pull up your britches for this one, okay, Allie? I am 8-0 in the NBA.
Oh my gosh! Look at you.
I don't know what you're
waiting for. We're about to start NBA Total Chaos, so expect your phone to ring.
So 8-0 in the NBA. I mean, if you want an NBA package, you can go over there to picksandparlays.net and check me out. I would highly advise it. I am, and every game's been like a blowout win. I haven't even had a close call yet. So picksandparlays.net, the number one sports consultant in the industry. That's how we do it, Allie. And thanks for having me again on Total Chaos. Love being here with you every single Thursday and making you money, making the viewers money, and making myself money as well.
Yes. And speaking of total chaos, guys, Wes is the champ this week for NFL chaos. He went 4-1. Check out the new video coming out this week. He's taking on Terry Edelman, who was a 2-time NFL total chaos champ also. So we got 2 heavy hitters making you money for total chaos as well. Guys, thanks for joining us on the Player Prop Drop. I'm your host, Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays.